up in the scenic hills surrounding Scotts Valley, California, I recently visited a family that may very well be changing the way other American families watch television. According to government statistics, the average American child turns on television and watches about 3.5 hours a day. But such is not the case with 12-year-old Beth Holmes and her 8-year-old brother Mark. If Beth and Mark want to turn on the television and watch, they have to get on a bike and pedal. If they stop pedaling, the set stops working. The idea to hook up an exercycle which drives an alternator that powers the set was Beth and Mark's father's, Dr. Jim Holmes. Jim is a chiropractor who said if his kids were going to sit on their behinds all day and watch stuff that softened their brains, they were going to have to do something at the same time that would at least toughen their bodies, and so, pedal vision.
They never got their homework done because they'd watched TV too long, and they were literally turning into zombies. They would sit by the television by the hour with that blank, vacant stare in their eyes.
Hi, kids. How are you today?
Our son's name is Mark, but there was a time when I think he thought his name was Mark. Mark,
excuse me. Do you mind if I interrupt your pedal vision a minute? I asked Mark and Beth what they thought of pedal vision when their father first installed it.
Well, I thought it was kind of neat, but now I don't.
Jim and his wife Lynn told me what it was like trying to control their children's viewing habits before pedal vision.
Yeah, I tried to control their habits, but it seems like the kids were always upset whenever we'd tell them to turn the television off.
Okay, Lynn, when did the breaking point come?
That was during the Olympics. Jim had come in and said the Olympics was on, and the children were watching one of their shows. And they said, but Daddy, we're watching Laverne and Shirley. And that was it.
Now that it's installed, not only do Beth and Mark or their friends have to decide what to watch, they have to decide who's going to pedal. If the kids want to just sit and watch television, Jim has also designed his pedal vision so the battery can be charged ahead of time. If the kids want to watch a half-hour show later, they have to pedal for a half hour earlier. What do your friends think about this? Do they sometimes think maybe your mommy and daddy are a little bit mean, make you pedal this to watch television?
No, they like it.
One Friday night, I hopped on and I pedaled for about an hour so that I could have enough energy to watch all of Saturday morning cartoons. But then that night, I slept through all the cartoons, so I pedaled for nothing.
Well, the TV viewing time has been cut down drastically.
And their grades have improved remarkably.
The kids are learning a lot about electronics and about energy. And I was real proud of my daughter, Elizabeth, the other day when Lynn told her to go blow dry her hair, and she refused to because she said that it takes too much energy.
We've gotten to know our children a lot better, and we've gotten to know each other a lot better because we do have a new baby now.
To the kids, though, especially Mark, there are some disadvantages.
Gets me too tired.
What show gets you the most tired?
Different strokes. It's a half-an-hour show, and I have to pedal for a half an hour.
What if the president were on television giving an important address? Would you pedal to watch him?
No.
My dad says that we don't have to pedal to watch that because it's educational.
If it's an educational program, they don't have to pedal for that. When I was a kid, we didn't have television. But when I got in college, we got television, and I became a TV junkie.
The both of you watched a lot of television as youngsters. You grew up to become a nurse, Lynn, and your husband grew up to become a doctor. Maybe the same thing could happen with your children if they watched whatever they wanted.
I really don't think so. I had some bad habits, but not like they did.
But I thought it's only fair that we pedaled for our junk TV, too. Because sometimes you just want to be entertained. You don't want to be educated. So I have to hop on the bike now and then, too. And, of course, he keeps saying Star Trek is educational, but I'm not convinced of that.
When Jim confessed that he listed Star Trek as an educational program so he wouldn't have to pedal, I asked some of the other family members, their friends and neighbors in Scotts Valley who knew about Jim's contraption, what they'd pedaled to watch.
I would pedal to watch MASH.
The Denver Broncos.
Marlon Brando, Easy Rider, and 60 Minutes.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner.
Probably Rough House. I like MASH.
Saturday Night Live.
You would pedal to watch sumo wrestling.
No, I wouldn't.
The Mean Joe Green commercials.
I'd do it to watch something X-rated or something really funny, but I wouldn't do it to watch soap operas.
something X-rated. It's gotta be.
And real people.
Jim and his wife told me that in order to see other American parents get better control of their children's television viewing and more harmony in their families, they would gladly make available to anyone any information about pedal vision. Before leaving the Holmes family, I asked them if they saw any other applications around the house for this unique style of generating power.
He's trying to figure out a way to hook it up to our telephone. And if he does that, I'll be pedaling all day.